Haru is cute. And I kind of like how the antagonists, a lot of the antagonists are not exactly evil villains. They're just kind of doing whatever the fuck they want to in the particular moment. Well, not exactly whatever the hell they want to, but rather they're just like doing what they need to, if that makes more sense. Riding off into the sunset. I guess they do escape. Phew, that was starting to get really stuffy. We can take these off now, right? Let's not waste any time. They're going to catch up to us soon. Hoshino's right. They're going to seal off more roads by the minute. Everything's been planned out and accounted for, so no worries. This way, hurry! Hey, Shiroko, why are you still wearing that? Isn't it hot? She probably doesn't want to take it off because it helped her discover her true calling. It's like a piece of her soul now, probably. Thank goodness Shiroko ended up in Abydos. I bet she would have become a criminal mastermind if she had got to a different school. I don't know about that. You threw the barricade. You should be safe now. Nice, we did it. Can't believe we all really pulled a heist in the black market bank. Shiroko, you have the transport logs, right? Yes, they're in my bag. Huh? What's all this stuff? Are these bundles of cash? What? Shiroko, you went after the cash instead? No. I asked for the logs, just what we planned. The bank employee is the one who got the wrong idea and gave us this cash. Let's see. They at least 100 million yen in here, from the looks of it. Wow, we really did rob them 100 billion yen in 5 minutes. Nice going. We're going to start at each other. Well, let's take it. Wait a second. You want to keep that money? What's wrong, Ayane? This is a chance to settle the debt. But then we really would be nothing but criminals, Serika. We're the ones who shed blood, sweat, and tears to earn this cash in the first place. It was that evil bank who decided to funnel it away into crime. This money would have funneled more weapons, ammo, and who knows what else for the real bad guys. Fine, we stole from some criminals. So what? Where's that harm here? I agree with Serika. This would have just funded more crime anyway. Whatever we do with it, they will put it into far better use. See? Told you. All this will help with Abydos high school debts for sure. That's true. What do you think, Shiroko? I think you must be against this, Hoshino. So what else is there to discuss? What? Can always count on you to know what I'm thinking, Shiroko. What we need is those documents, not the cash. If we cross this line today because it's us versus criminals, what about the next time? Or the time after that? If we start getting desensitized to that sort of thinking, soon we won't see any line at all. Then one day, something actually crucial is going to force our hand, and we're going to end up doing something we really shouldn't do while making excuses that we had no choice. I wouldn't want my adorable underclassmen to end up like that. And what's the point of protecting the school if that's how we'll go about it? We could have just used Nanomi's solid gold credit card to pay off the debt. If this is the way we were going to go about this. Well, I did offer that as a solution, but Hoshino was against it. I mean, I understand. If you use a legitimate means to pay off Abydos' debt, we'll just be paying it off in exchange for being beholden to something else. Something like that. So that's why we're leaving the bag behind. Only take the documents, president's orders. Ugh, you have to be kidding me. You want us to dump all that cash? Of all the times to take the stand, this is when you do it? You heard her, president's orders. Can't pretend to fully understand what it's like to be in a bit of situation, but I do know that taking this cash would only lead to an even bigger mess. I think you would regret it in the long run. That doesn't leave us with much of a choice, does it? I'll just get rid of this bag somewhere discreet. Much appreciated. Hang on, someone's heading your way. Are the market guards after us? No, it doesn't look like it. Wherever it is, they don't seem hostile. Hang on a second, I know this region. Is that? It's Aru from Problem Solver 68. Hold up a second. Hold a second. I'm not here to pick a fight. What is she doing here? Should we attack? Not sure. It doesn't look like she's going to make the first move. You all know this girl? We go way back. So I just want to say, I want you to hit the bank. I can't believe you're a black market bank and got away with it in 5 minutes flat. I'd like you guys come only once in a generation. To be honest, it left a huge impression on me. That kind of bravado is a rarity these days. Let's just say I was inspired. I'm gonna keep working hard, and someday I'm gonna become an outlaw just like you. A truly free spirit, unrestricted by any rules or laws. What the heck is she going on about? So please, at least tell me your name. Like, what's the name of your group? Or is it a faction or a club? Doesn't have to be in your real names. But I want to know who it is I'm looking up to. I think she got the wrong idea about this. Oh, now I get it. We'll be happy to tell you. Nanami? We are the Masked Swimsuit Gang. You said the Masked Swimsuit Gang? That name is so badass. I love it. We're supposed to wear swimsuit along with our masks, but we were in such a rush that we only brought our masks with us. She's acted like a starstruck little girl. That's right. We're pop idol superstars by day, swashbuckling vigilantes of justice who fight bad guys by night. I'm Christina. Wow, you guys have a gimmick and everything. Bah! And an eye for an eye and tooth for a tooth. Forsake mercy and we walk the path of chaos. That's our motto. Holy smokes! What kind of joke did we just walk in on? Wow, Ari's totally enraptured. She looks like a kid on the film set. That ought to be enough, right? Let's start looking for a way out. Alright, then adios. Now it's time for us to ride off into the sunset. But it's still in the middle of afternoon. The path of chaos, is it? I'm gonna burn that motto into the depths of my soul. We ought to say something to her, but I don't know when or how. Leave her be. It's way more interesting this way. Hey, what should we do with this bag? I think those guys left it behind. What? You don't think the Masked Swimsuit guy left this here as a gift for me, do you? No, I don't think so. They probably just forgot about it. It feels pretty hefty. I wonder what's inside. Click. No, wait. Is it this? Oh, I think I forgot to pick up the cash bag. What? We're going to throw it away anyway, so just forget about it. Oh well, I'm sure it'll end up with someone who needs it. I hope so too. I hope it goes to someone who could really use the money. Maybe we should think about it as a good deed for the day then. I'd like to think someone who usually has to go hungry found that money. I think I'm going to be sick in my stomach. Can't believe this. Huh? What? Now what? So, does this mean we won't have to share the ramen next month? Back at the Problem Solver 68's office. What? Maximus Gang was actually those girls from Abydos? You look like you just found out Santa's Claus does exist. The truth finally dawned on Aro. How long it took, I wonder? How long did it took? Lovely. You finally realized. Swear to God. I swear to God, this is like a bunch of clowns trying to find their way in the world. Everyone, including Hifumi, gathered to review the documents upon returning from Abydos High School. Smash! What in the heck is this? Look at the truck's transport log. It says Abydos, 7,889,000 yen collected. This had to be the truck that came to our school. But right out of it says, Kata Kata Helmet Gang, 5 million delivered in mission funds. So that means right after they took our cash, they delivered it straight to the Helmet Gang base to fund their mission? By mission, do you mean when the Helmet Gang... The Helmet Gang was under the order of Kaiser loans? Yeah, I figured. But why would they do that? They won't be paid if the school goes bankrupt. It doesn't make any sense. I think this goes way beyond just a simple bank scheme. The only way it makes sense if the Kaiser Corporation's HQ is involved somehow. I agree. That's the only explanation. I know a lot happened today, but I still had fun. Same here. Sorry for bringing you into this mess, Hifumi. That's okay. Don't be a stranger, you hear me? I won't. We don't have all the details, but I'm sure the Kaiser Corporation might have directed this direct ties to violent criminal organizations. I'll pass along what happened today to the Tea Party. I'll also tell them about the Abydos High School circumstances. Fair warning, I mean, it's gonna be old news to the Tea Party. It will be? I doubt the hot shots at all other academies haven't figured it out by now. It's not like they don't have the manpower to dedicate to intelligence gathering. But that means they knew about you and still didn't. You're so innocent, Hifumi. The world isn't all sunshine and rainbows, you know. I appreciate the gesture, but I don't know what good it'll do to tell them. In fact, it might just make things more complicated for us. You think so? Our school is on the verge of collapse. It doesn't matter if it's a super academy like Trinity or Gehenna. This isn't much anyone can do to change things. Do you get what I'm saying? If someone were to take advantage of the situation under the guise of helping, you'd be powerless to stop it. Now I get it. There's definitely a possibility. I kick politics. Aren't you being too cynical about this, Hoshino? What if you just really wanted to help? Give me a break. I'm old cranky. My back hurts too much to trust anyone at this age. That's how the school ended up in this mess, by ignoring all of the what-ifs. So, the thing is, we've been through a lot together in such a short time. We have been. It was a lot of fun. Fun? Speaks for itself, Shiroko. I don't know, I kind of had fun too. Glad to hear it. Thanks for your help, Faust. You don't have to keep calling me that. How does fearless leader of the masked swimsuit gang sound? Come on, guys, stop giving Hifumi a hard time. Anyway, I know you have some tough times ahead, but I'll be cheering you on. Good luck. I'll see you around, everyone. The Go Home Club. Interesting. It's been a really long day. Why don't we all go home and get some rest? We can regroup tomorrow. Dismissed. The Gathering Storm. There was at least 100 million. How much? Like in current bank yen, $2. 100 million. Yeah, 1 million. That's $700,000. Just a little less than a million. At least in the current in the current exchange rate, it's about $700,000. Interesting. The Gathering Storm. Good morning. Good morning. What's wrong with you, Otto? Did you stay up all night? No, I slept, technically speaking. What's eating at you this time, boss? The planning is all done, right? We hired double the muscle, then we lured the Abyssus kids somewhere. We'll have the upper hand. By the way, Haruka left the first thing in the morning to go plant the explosives. The plan is to pick up those Abydos kids one by one with them. Does that sound good too? Opens. I'm back. Hi, back. So, hi, back. I appreciate you, Kayako. How did it go? I finished planting the bombs at key junctions. Now all I have to do is press this button and... Nice! Just make sure to remember where they're all placed. Of course, say the word and they'll be blown to smithereens. What's wrong now? The money? If this was all... was gonna be put us out of so much, then why didn't we get an advance from the client and use that for our plans? No upfront payments, company policy, you know that. Because accepted payment in advance would give the client too much say in how we operate or something like that. Exactly. We get paid only when his job is done. Now, that's how it has to be, and I never compromise. Really? Since when? Since always. We're half-boiling outlaws untethered to rules or laws. That's always been the guiding vision for Problem Solver 68. Huh, was it? I guess it does sound a little familiar. Contracts are no different. That's always a chance it might turn into a trap. We don't want to get caught doing something we don't want to do. And that's why we only accept payment once the job is done. You know, boss, if this is getting to be too much pressure, we could just all throw in the towel and go back to Gehenna. What? Who said anything about it too much pressure? I'm just a little... The pressure must be eating her alive deep down, huh? She knows the prefect team would never let her off the hook. That's a good point. The prefect team must see us as nothing but thorn in their sides. Still, it's not as though they came out here to run away either. And don't forget, the only reason the prefect team is considered to be the most feared organization in all Kivatos is because of her head prefect Hina. Most of their firepower comes from the head prefect alone. She's like one woman army. In other words, the rest of the prefect team is anything but invincible. We have a puncher chance of winning if we play our cards right. You don't say. I didn't realize you were thinking so far ahead, Kayoko. We'll have to fight them sooner or later. We could use the same resources we're utilizing against Abydos to fight the prefect team without Hina. That's how strong I think the Abydos girls are. Their only real weakness is that they have no backup. Huh, you don't say. No, going back is out of the question. But I wish it wasn't. Would you make up your mind already? Fine. Let's give this boring conversation a break and get somewhere to eat. I'm starving. How does ramen sound? Shibaseki, anyone? That place. Worried about that part-timer? She only works in the afternoon. We just have to make sure we don't run into her. I guess. I'll admit their food was pretty good, and pick me up would do the boss some good. Alright, let's go. I was greeted by the sight of Hoshino resting her head in Nanami's lap upon entering the club room. Hey, good morning, Sensei. You're here early. Good to see you. Look comfortable, don't I? Nanami's lap is super soft and perfect for taking a nap. It's like my very own pillow. There's a room for you too, Sensei. Make yourself comfortable. Nope, I have dibs on the lap. So why don't you go back off and take one of those chairs over there, Sensei? No one said you could call dibs, Hoshino. Why did you come back later when no one else is around, Sensei? How is everyone already so busy this morning? It's the first breather we've had in a while, so I guess everyone is trying to check some stuff over the lists. Shiroko is probably working out, and Ayana is most likely studying at the library. Wow. And you came to school early to tidy up the club room, Nanami. You're such a hard worker. You're all such hard workers. As for me, as if I'd be up to anything right now. Maybe you'd like to do something productive for a change, Hoshino, like a part-time job or going to the gym. Nope. I've already got way too much on my plate. Plus, I'm just a wrinkly old coot who can barely endure extracurricular activities. But we're practically the same age. Anyway, the others should be arriving soon now that Sensei is here. I'm gonna go kill some time. Huh? Hey, where are you going? Today's my day off. I'll be out for the day, so call me if anything comes up. Hoshino, I bet she's gonna go take another nap. Yes, that's okay. Ayano will make sure the meeting runs smoothly anyway. Still, Hoshino's changed a lot since I met her. What was she like before? Well, she might come across as lazy sleepyhead now, but there was never a moment when Hoshino didn't seem frazzled back then. What was she frazzled by? I don't know. Everything? I don't know all the details, but there used to be another student around here before. Apparently, she was the last student council president Abidos had. From what I heard, she wasn't very reliable or trustworthy. Hoshino had to do everything herself after she disappeared. That was back when Hoshino was just the first year. Anyway, like I said, I don't know all the details. But now we have you, Sensei, and she seems to have no trouble hanging out with students from other academies too. She never would have done something like that before. I guess you could say that she's finally softened up a bit. And I think it's all thanks to you, Sensei. That's an interesting. Eh? Ah, you're here. I've been waiting for you, horrors of the... pardon me. You go by Hoshino, is it? I'm afraid I'm still getting used to how things are done in Kivados. This way, if you please, Miss Hoshino. What do you want this time, Black Suit? To put it simply, circumstances have changed. As you possess the greatest mystic in all of Abydos, I'd like you to reconsider my offer. This again? Would you give it the rest already? I've already... Let's keep it down, shall we? How shall I put this? Let me use this quote from a favorite movie of mine. I'm going to make you an offer you can't refuse. You find it very enticing, I assure you. Won't you hear me out? Black Suit. This is interesting. What is this Black Suit about?